Hello and welcome to the Canadian North. Okay, that second arm was a bit torsioned during the bending, so I had to apply a bit of counter torsion. It wasn't a pretty sight, but now I wonder if I put it the other way, would be a better position maybe. I think this is the right position. Well, not quite. Still not quite. I cannot see with the naked eye like this. I cannot see any difference. The reason I'm poking now around is because I can see it on the big screen from the camera, and I don't like the way it looks now. I will have to work a bit more on this one. Yes. Well, I put it in place the best I could with naked eyes. I cannot do better than this, believe me. Every time I try to align this edge here in the front, it's gonna fall because my hands are shaking. I think I'm gonna have to leave it this way, but now this arm here is not properly aligned. Okay. Yeah, not much has changed. There will be a lot of poking around this one for nothing, for no visible effect. I think I'm gonna leave it like this and try to glue it. Okay, now coming back to step 13, we have this small piece, which is the H32, and this H32 will receive no less than 6 other very small pieces. I'm talking about 2 photo etches, the A17, which will be the vertical supports, vertical stiffeners. There is a railing A4 which will have to be bent, and there will be the E2. I don't know what they are exactly. They are quite big to be bollards. They are not bollards, they are something else. And actually we installed 2 of them in previous step, in step 12, on the bridge. And 1 ladder, D43. All this will have to be installed on the small piece here. About the A17, the vertical stiffener, the vertical supports, I believed we've met them before when we installed the roof over the conning tower, but actually they were these ones. You cannot see them properly now. These ones missing the D19, these ones here, and we have another ones, D20, to be installed later in another place, and they are not the same. They are not the same. These two are particular. These two are unique, and they go here in this piece, on this piece H32. Well, one of them had a tendency to overturn, to incline, and I had to find a position in which it will stay until it gets dry. We'll see. We'll see how that works. In the meanwhile, we have the photo etch, the A4 that needs to be bent. The A4 is this one here. And this one. I can see I don't seem to get rid of this habit of painting the pieces too early. I should have installed all the small accessories on this platform and then paint everything. I should have. I didn't. I don't have yet that reflex. We'll see about that. All in all, after a bit of torture, I managed to install this railing, which on screen with a good zoom is now full of imperfections, but which with naked eyes I can barely see the piece itself. Well, the reason why I'm doing so much of these small things off camera is because I poke around with them a lot of time, and I will waste everybody's time. I know I'm wasting time. I'm wasting everybody's time anyway, talking like this and bashing Russia and about this, about that. talking right and left, whatever. But really you don't need to see my shaky hands and everything trying to 8 times to install this this railing on top of the platform. Yeah. So now I will have to see what other small pieces are here. They are like two, I don't know what these are. They are E2, but I know we installed two of them on the bridge. I don't know what they are. Okay, I will look for them and try to put them in a proper place. Found them. There are these two things in here. Okay. I'd rather install them first and paint later. Yeah, the focus is good. Let's try and see how can we install them. The second one. Like this. And then we have a small ladder, the D43. Where is my D? My D is here. This is A and this is D. And the D43 is this one here, 43, this small ladder, which I'm supposed to glue on the railing, on the outside of the railing, and then everything goes on top of a cabin that we installed on the bridge already. I am very tempted not to glue that ladder now, because I don't know at what height I should do it. I'm gonna have a surprise later. Yeah, I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna rearrange here. Let's get the ship in the right position. Okay, so that platform supposed to come here on top of this one. Let me look again at the instruction, because I know myself. I might be making a mistake. No, there is no mistake. That platform comes on top of the cabin, and then I will try to glue the ladder in place. But you know what? This platform coming here, I'd better paint the railing, the supports, and those two strange things before installing everything in there. So this is what I will do. I'm gonna paint the small platform, and we'll see from there. This is kind of the final position of this platform. It's not final because it's not straight, but I will have to poke around a bit later to correct it, to do it properly. Now the D43 ladder is supposed to come somewhere like this. I think this is how I'm gonna leave it. The more I will poke around this one, the more chances I have to damage other stuff. And there is not much space for error in there. And there is another access ladder, the D16, that has to come here in the back of this first cabin. Yeah, the D16. Let's see the D16. Let's find the D16. Okay. Is this one here. There are like two of them. 1, 2. And it makes sense because there are two sides. But here it says only one side. I mean, it doesn't say both sides like they usually say. I think I'm gonna install it one side and then we'll see where the other one is supposed to be installed. I'm gonna cut only one. Have to bend it and to try to install it in place. I'm gonna shorten this episode and I'm gonna do this one off camera, offline. Fenders are installed and pretty much the last thing we have to do in step 13 is to get in place some very small guns. And these are the pieces we did in step 1, number E. In this step 13 we are to install 6 of them in various positions. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and perhaps at the aft station we'll have to install the rest of them. For this to be done, they need to be painted, and I'm gonna paint them separately and then install on the bridge. Well, with these guns being mounted, I think step 13 is done. I finished step 13. Just a bit of a touch up. And that's it.